Oh, hi guys. I'm Ivor. Today I'm going to introduce my topic, which is how to development an effective marketing strategy under the COVID-19. First part is the introduction. COVID-19, which is a novel coronavirus, has started at the December 2019 and outbreaks. Then it rapidly have spread all over the world. So far, the serious virus has continued to spread around the world for nearly 2 years and has shocked the major economies, especially in the United States and China. The pandemic brings considerable human suffering. In addition to the huge threat of virus to global citizens' health, the most serious shock is the destruction and impact on the economic system. It's directly resulting in significant economic disruption from quarantines, stay at home, flights limitation policy, restaurants and retail closures, factory and manufacturing lockdown. Furthermore, such offline entertainment, catering, services industries were directly suspended for several months during the worst period of the COVID-19. Even after a short recovery, most residents remain cautious on the sidelines. Apparently, these policies of interruption and restriction of economic activities have the most profound impact on the employees. At the moment, it's undoubted that the COVID-19 is still one of the most discussed topics around the world. The key reasons are not only the pandemic has already completely changed the normal lifestyles of global residents, but also has had a huge impact on the whole business environment. Looking over the past few decades, it seems that no crisis can have a comparable impact. Even the most recent economic crisis in 2008 was less than the influence of the dips and the scope of the pandemic. Besides, what threatens economics most is that the pandemic is still going, and economics cannot predict its ultimate impact. So, arms and objectives. The topic is how to develop an effective marketing strategy under the COVID-19. The significance of this research is that it can be used to explore deeply into the specific impact of the pandemic on various areas, and explore even under such crisis, where the companies have the opportunity to overcome the crisis by adjusting marketing strategies, and how does companies to development and effective tactics. Fortunately, there are still some companies that are developing rapidly through the global crisis. Therefore, through this research, I try to development effective strategies by exploring and analyzing real market cases to let more companies regain their confidence and turn crises into opportunities. This research will further discuss two questions surrounding the topics. The question one is how can enterprises adjusting their strategy, deployment and product and promotion tendencies to reduce losses during the pandemic? The question two is under COVID-19, a business-to-business cooperation and effective marketing strategy. So for the literature review, I plan to explore it from two main axes, which are develop effective strategy based on the internal resources and external resources. Specifically, internal resources strategy means to establish and optimal strategies through the adjustment and operation of existing internal resources of business. Apparently, the prerequisites for the series of strategic adjustments are the changes in the business environment caused by the virus. Take some examples. The shutdown in films and television productions forced by lockdowns this spring had placed a major focus on how Netflix and its competitors will get hold of new offering to retain their members. However, Netflix acquires big opportunities given by pandemic. Its biggest growth spurt in history, as viewers turn to streaming services while stuck at home. Another company is Disney Plus. The COVID-19 global crisis almost impacted the entire main business, such as Disney's theme parks have been shut down. The cruise lines were suspended. Broadway productions have been held indefinitely. The closure of theme parks resulting in 2.6 billion revenues lost. However, Disney has enhanced investors' attention and support through the robust growth of these streaming products. And external resources strategy is that the enterprises develops by seeking external resources and cooperation opportunity to accomplish an effective strategy. In such global crises, the enterprises will be access to more efficient tactics if they can take advantage of external resources, including peer business. This strategy is much more suitable for this business innovations, which are heavily impacted during the pandemic and heavily dependent on external resources to survive. Cinepack is a good example to implement this collective strategy. So in addition, it's undoubted that this virus also brings a positive impact on society. Apparently, enterprises' social responsibility is more closely connected to achieve final goal in pandemic crisis. It shows in a product line, service offered, and management decision making. For example, Chinese electric vehicles maker BYD builds world's biggest coronavirus fake mask spectre. BYD is a positive example to demonstrate that in the face of major crisis, corporate social responsibility will be stimulated, and capable companies will invest more in social needs and create more social value. That means enterprises will give priority to social responsibility rather than the maximum profit. However, this is not an investment with no return at all. The enterprises can access to the intangible assets, including high reputation, considerable brand awareness, public trust, and even government cooperation. Therefore, these enterprises that concluding impacting investment marketing strategy have a strategic vision. Furthermore, it can promote the ultimate achievement of cooperating interests and even sustainable development. The research method I will mainly focus on case study. The selected data and cases will firstly consult about the topic and surround the two questions direction to screening and collecting materials. I intend to demonstrate 3 or 4 real cases in this part, and each case will refer to the specific wells mentioned above. All of those real cases will be found via websites such as Cape Breton Digital Library, Google Scholar, CBC News. That's on mainstreaming news platform. So I will do the context framework like such as this picture. And for the timelines, I'm going to conducting the research following this timeline. And I will try my best to finish all of them before March. So here is my reference. And thank you.